Alaikum. Hello and good evening. All the respected Toastmasters and the worthy guests. It is my honor to welcome you all to Stammer Talk Speakers, meeting number 6. Before we start the meeting, I request you all to please put your cell phones on silent mode and to avoid any disturbance during the meeting. Thank you. This is a chartered club of Toastmasters International. Toastmasters is a worldwide organization where leaders are made. The mission of Toastmasters International is to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. There are some rules of Stammer Talk Speakers which we need to follow. We do not talk about politics, sex, and religion. Now I'm going to read the motto of Toastmasters. Please do repeat after me. The motto of Stammer Talk Speakers is: for better thinking, for better listening, for better speaking, we learn by doing. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Now, I'm also the presiding officer of the meeting. So, moving further, I'm glad that you all are today here, because Stammer Talk Speakers is a special club in the Toastmasters International universe, because we not only follow the mission of Toastmasters, beside that we also work for the people who stammer, who have those who have social or speech anxiety, or have speech or language impediments, or they have lack of confidence. So the aim of Stammer Talk Speaker is the people who are weak, to work along with them, to provide them a platform to come here and to express with them, so that they could gain confidence and they become better speakers and better communicators and leaders in the days to come. And with that, I would like to invite the Toastmasters of the day to come on the stage and to continue the meeting. So please welcome DTM Atif Irfan. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please.
Stammer Talk Speakers Toastmasters Club. The theme of the meeting today is Toastmasters for everyone. Toastmasters is a great place, and it has all the flexibility to make all of us happy and learned and competent in public speaking, leadership, interpersonal speaking, and so many walks of life. So today I am going to tell you how Toastmasters helps us with our shortcomings. So I would like to tell you about one of our members who is a member of Toastmasters International and a member of two clubs, Ravi Toastmasters Club and Lahore Toastmasters Club. And that gentleman has a disability of sight impairment. He can't see. But in spite of all that, this is a very big thing as compared to other deficiencies like stammering and all these things. But that gentleman is striving really hard, and he has even won the speech contest at Toastmasters Summit last year. So that was not an easy thing. Why? Why was he able to do all that? Because he mustered up his courage and he decided that I will excel, and he is excelling. So you have to make yourself, bring yourself to that point. So we will talk about that further, how Toastmasters can help us in overcoming our speech impediments, our sight impaired people, and so many other things. And you know that there is a special provision on the website that those who can't see, they are also helped there. They get their literature, everything in a form that they can study it, they can get benefited, and they can deliver. So you don't have, because most of us here are stammerers, and I tell you that this is not a problem at all for being a Toastmaster. We will talk further about that. So for the meeting, I tell you that there are going to be 3 great sessions in the meeting. The first session will be prepared speech session. And in that session, we have 3 speakers today, and they will deliver their projects under the guidelines of Toastmasters International. The second session is going to be table topics, and that's a very interesting session, and you will be called here, given the opportunity to speak in front of the audience and build your confidence. The third session is going to be evaluations, and in that session, the speakers who will deliver their prepared speeches here, they will be evaluated in front of everyone, and you will know that what were their strengths, what were their weaknesses, how can they improve, so many things. It will be a great learning for all of you. So be very careful, be watchful, keep your senses alert, ready, and you are going to take a great thing back home with you after attending this meeting. So with this, I'll call upon a gentleman who is the general evaluator of today's meeting. He is going to evaluate what are the things which are very good in the meeting, what are the areas of improvement, and he also has got a team with him who is going to watch you with so many ears and so many eyes. So without saying anything more, let me please welcome, put your hands together for the general evaluator of today's meeting, and he is none other than Toastmaster Noor Ahmed Khan.
Thank you so much, DTM Atif. So,
Most welcome, sir. It's all yours. Don't worry.
no, just put it in the pocket. Yes, still work. Fellow Toastmasters, I would like to welcome you all to today's meeting. I am your general evaluator for today's meeting. As a general evaluator, I will evaluate everything that takes place during the meeting. Another responsibility of mine as a general evaluator is to conduct the evaluation segment. As mentioned by DTM Atif, today there will be 3 speakers, and these speakers will be evaluated by other Toastmasters. So I will conduct that segment as well. And to help me conduct this whole segment of the evaluation, since I am the head of the team, it means that I have other Toastmasters along with me. And I will call upon them, and they will come introduce themselves and the role they are going to play. So in this regard, I will call the first role player, and that is the grammarian For that, I would like to request Toastmaster Rumana Ali to come forward, and please welcome Rumana and introduce yourself and the role.
Assalamu alaikum. My Toastmaster fellows, Toastmasters and guests, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is stammer, which means haklan. As example of using the word is, the club is for stammerers. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian's report, which will call upon during the meeting, and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rumana, for explaining your role. The next role player that I'm going to call now is the R counter. And this role is going to be played by Toastmaster Abu Bakr. So please welcome Toastmaster Abu Bakr.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
When introduced by the Toastmaster, please state the following. Greetings, fellow Toastmaster and guests. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means at the end of the meeting. I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abu Bakr, for explaining your role. The next role player is Toastmaster Faison. I would like to call upon Faison. Please welcome Faison.
My name is Faison, and I am a stammerer, and I am playing a role of a timer in this Toastmaster session. Being a timer, I will alert you for the time remaining of your speech. For maximum time of your speech, I will raise a red card for you, and for less time, I will raise a yellow card, and for minimum time, I will raise the green card for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Another role is of the word counters, and for this I would like to call upon Toastmaster Ahmed. Please welcome Muhammad Ahmed. Please welcome Muhammad Ahmed. Okay, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi. My name is Muhammad Ahmed, or I am a member, and I am
वर्किंग ऑन इट। तो आज का जो मेरा काम है वो है वर्ड काउंटर। इसमें आपको मैं ये 3 स्लिप से ये और दूंगा। इसमें है और टेबल टॉपिक, बेस्ट स्पीकर्स एंड बेस्ट इवेल्युएटर। तो आपने इसमें एक स्लिप को फाड़ के उस पे जो आपके अकॉर्डिंग बेस्ट स्पीकर, बेस्ट इवेल्युएटर और या बेस्ट टेबल टॉपिक्स का होगा, आपने उसका इस पे नाम लिखना है और उस सेशन के एंड पे आपसे मैं वो जो स्लिप है वो कलेक्ट वो कर लूँगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Muhammad Ahmed, for explaining your role. Okay, now it's time to crack a joke. So, who is going to crack a joke? You can, if you want to.
Why not the jokes?
Yeah, yes. So let me try. I just recently had a joke and I try to recall that, though it's very difficult. Yes, a person called a doctor. The doctor, my wife is not feeling well. The doctor asked that, okay, bring your wife to the clinic. Let me see, let me check her. And finally, the doctor said to the person that actually we have to remove the appendix from her body. The person, since he was not a doctor, so he agreed. Finally, the doctor removed the appendix, and she was all fine. After a few months, the same person called the doctor again. That, hello, doctor, I'm that same person that took my wife to you, and now there's another problem. She's not feeling well. And kindly remove the appendix. The doctor replied that, listen, we have already removed the appendix, so there's no need to remove that. No, please, doctor, remove that. The doctor said, listen, I am a doctor, and I know what to do. We have already removed the appendix. There might be some other problem. And I go, no, doctor, you're wrong. You might be right, but can't a person have 2 wives? Now the other joke.
Toastmaster Noor. Yes. That was a very nice joke. So my joke is very brief. Wife to husband. She said, Happy New Year. Husband said, promise?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed, for a short type of joke. Okay, now as a general evaluator, I will give my report at the end of the meeting. And with this, I will hand over the charge back to the Toastmaster of the day. Please welcome DTM Atif.
Thank you very much.
What's the problem with this?
Okay, that's fine, sir.
Thank you.
So let's resume with the theme of the meeting. So how many of you think that stammering is not a big problem and he or she can overcome it very easily and be confident in front of the audience? Please raise your hand. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of you believe that it's not a problem. Great. Really happy for you all. So I'm sure that we have 7 members for sure who are going to change their lives becoming a member of this club. Am I right? Yeah, really. So that's a great news. It means it's time to take off. Great, very nice. Okay, so let's come towards the first session. And that session is prepared speeches. In prepared speeches session, as I told you, that there are 3 speakers. And the first speaker is going to tell us about a great thing. And what's that? It's body language. So if I stand here like this and just talk to you, so what will you see? What will you do? After a few minutes, you will just throw me out of this place. You will say, is he a robot or something? So he is going to tell you how effectively body language can be used. So this is a leadership project. The permissible time for the information of timer is 10 to 12 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. So at 12 minutes, you will show green card. 13 minutes, yellow card. 14 minutes, you have to show red card. And after that, there will be 1 minute of grace time for him. He has to end up the speech in 15 minutes. Okay? And that speech project will be evaluated by Toastmaster Noor Ahmed Khan. So let's see what we learn from this project about body language. So please welcome in a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Mustafa Khan.
Thank you.
Most welcome, sir.
आपके पास जो है मेरे इवैल्यूएटर को मैं नज़र नहीं आ रहा, आप आगे थोड़ा सा आगे हो जाए, इधर आ जाए। Yeah. With your permission. Dear Toastmasters, a lady and gentlemen, when I had to decide which leadership project I have to give, I thought where I am delivering this project. And when I decided that I'll be giving this project in the Stammers Talk Club, using body language was the project I picked. And why I picked this particular topic, I'll let you know. As you may know, communication is broadly classified into 2 parts. Number 1 is verbal communication, and number 2 is non-verbal communication. So I would like to know from the audience, anyone, what's the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication? Anyone?
Verbal is the way you talk, and the other one is your body language.
Yes. Anyone else? You're spot on. Anything else?
Whatever is said in the form of words is verbal.
Yeah.
Everything else is non-verbal.
Yeah, you're right. So let me explain. So in non-verbal body language, as you stated, and your tone of voice, the way you play around with your voice, that is also a part of your non-verbal communication. So for stammerers, the key is that whatever researchers and whatever other people have collaborated, that in communication, around 70 to 75 communication is non-verbal. So if you've got an impediment, which is stammering, it constitutes only a small bit of your whole communication. So the focal point is that I will let you know today that within the non-verbal communication paradigm, the body language is of paramount importance. If you guys can improve your body language, your communication skills would go to another level. And what I've seen is, out of you guys, Romana, Faison, you came along, your body language was kind of constrained. Improve your body language and your communication skills would improve. So that is what my topic for today is. When I joined Toastmasters Club around 10 years back, I was someone who was afraid of facing the audience. And two things which I've benefited in the last 10 years. Number one, I've improved my vocal variety on a conscious level. And number two, I've improved my body language. Within the next 2-3 years, if you guys improve on these two things, you would be a much better speaker. Your anxiety level would be greatly reduced. Your confidence level would be sky high. So that is what the objective of my speech here today is. Once I was here, I was listening to DTM Atif, and when he came to the podium, I just observed certain thing. He came, his hands gestures were like this, open. He wasn't afraid of anything. He was not like this. So that's my first lesson. An experienced speaker knows how to use his body language. He was mentioning all his emotions and expressions. He said this. He wanted to spur you up. Then he said, you will take off like this. Now this is the kind of body language I want you to inculcate within yourself. And how you can inculcate that? Only through practice. So, as you guys all know, communication is a skill. It's not something that we are born with. We come, they are teachers. He's my teacher, DTM Masood said. I learned a lot from him. So today, I'll be mentoring you, I'll be telling you certain tips about this particular aspect of non-verbal communication, which is body language. And pardon me, because I wanted to have this on the multimedia, but because for some reasons it's not running on that, so I believe it's visible over here too. So there are three categories of body language. Number one, facial expressions. Number two, gestures. And number three is whole body movement. So we'll start with the facial expressions. The key to the meaning behind the message. For example, whenever you are speaking something, if you are speaking something which is humorous, so your facial expressions should state and express those feelings. If, for example, you need to say something where you are kind of motivating people, there has to be a smile. I'll once again try to focus on what DTM Atif was saying. Whenever he was communicating with you guys, he had a smile at his face. So whatever he was saying was complimenting. It was not something that he was saying something else and his body, his facial expression were totally different. If you are saying something which is, for example, you are coming up with a condolence that okay, and the guy wasn't feeling well, and you're saying the guy wasn't feeling well, it won't gel in. So you have to practice it, and the guy wasn't feeling well. So that would complement the message. That would improve the overall message of your speech, whatever you're trying to say. The second thing in facial expression is the eye contact. And whatever I've seen during my time within the Toastmaster is that eye contact is something which even within the experienced speakers, I have seen this lack of comprehension about eye contact. You have to practice eye contact. For example, what happens is when I'm communicating with you guys, I'm also thinking what I have to state. So what people do is when they are thinking, they say, and what will they start looking here and there. But when you are speaking, even if you are thinking, you just look at You just change your area. You are thinking, but you are still using your eye contact with one of the person. And it's a conscious thing that you need to ensure that your eye contact is with every person within the audience. And let me assure you, it doesn't come in one day. It will take you guys not months, but years to practice it. So even today, for you, Faison, you did a role play today. I believe you have taken the first step in the journey is the most difficult, and you have taken that. So I believe you need to be complimented, because all the guys who are sitting here, you guys are warriors. Coming up and facing and coming out of your comfort zone, facing the audience and just breaking the impediments. I believe there are very few people in our society who have got the capacity to break the barriers. So the eye contact is something which is fundamental. Whenever you are communicating, practice eye contact. I would be repeating the word practice over and over again. So whenever you're speaking, eye contact, give the impression of personal contact to everyone in the audience. Because what does the eye contact do? It gives that I'm not speaking about myself. I'm not speaking to one guy. I'm speaking to every one of you. So if I'm just looking at one person, and out of 70-80% I'm just looking, everyone else will think, look, Mustafa is only talking to a certain segment of the society, or the particular segment of a particular audience. So, which is not the right way to give the speech. The second criteria is gestures. Now what gestures are? Essentially 90% of the gesture is your hand movements. Your movement of, not your eye contact, but the way you're managing yourself is your gestures. Now, gestures can be broken down into three categories. The first is conventional gestures, which are symbol for words. For example, within my speech, I would be saying, Allah is one. So this is something that I would mix with my speech to improve my body language in my speech. I would say, if I'm a politician, I would say, People's Party, roti, kapda, makan. So this is something which I would state in terms of a conventional gesture for symbol of words. Then it is descriptive, describing the idea. Anyone, I would like you to, what do you think describing the idea might mean? Can anyone give me an example of a gesture where by hand you are describing something?
Big one.
A big one. Yeah?
Large.
It was just that small. I gave us a speech a few days back. I said, we have to compartmentalize our thought process. Whenever you are coming to the podium, just think about the sentences which you'd be going to state over the podium and come up and practice these things before you come to the podium. And the third one is emotional gestures. Coming back to the audience, give me some, what could be an emotional gestures?
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, what a speech. I would be willing from you guys, any other emotional gesture? And for let me give. For example, if you are encountered with something, just show it in your speech. Then the whole body movement. The way you are speaking, the way you have to be open in front of the audience. You should not be constrained like this. You should not be like this. It will take time to grasp these things, but you should know that when you are facing the audience, whether there are people who are nervous and they are moving like this during the speech. You should move during the speech, but your movement should not be involuntary. Your movement should be controlled. If you are moving, you should know you are moving. And your moving has to be in sync with your whole speech. So this is what the whole body movement elaborates. One of the most important thing is practice. The good speakers, when they come and speak very well, you might say they are a very good speaker. But the best speaker, they practice 10 to 12 times before they come to the podium and speak to you. So practice is something which is very important, and it is very important not only for giving a good speech, but also to practice your body language. You can practice in front of the mirror, you can practice with video recording, you can practice in front of the family and friends. Okay. Before I conclude, I want to do an exercise. I need a volunteer. Romana, can you come? There is a dialogue which you are supposed to say while looking at the audience, and that dialogue is, you have in your gestures and body language, you have to say that dialogue. Okay. And the dialogue is, yes, I can do it.
Yes, I can do it.
Please, another one. Faison, if you can come. Same thing. Yes, I can do it.
Yes, I can do it.
Now, if I were you guys, I would say it. Yes, I can do it. Is it better? Romana, come again now. Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, that's the part of the training. That's what Toastmaster is.
Okay. आपकी तरह तो I can't do.
Try to improve whatever you have done, because the earlier you came, it was your body language was not there. There was not जोशो वलवले की कमी थी.
Okay. Yes, I can do it.
Yes. Faison, now it's your turn. I might be disqualified, but it's worth it. Yeah, come along.
Yes, I can do it.
Yes. Another exercise. I need two other volunteers. Sir, please come along. Ahmed, I want you to. There's a dialogue where you have to demonstrate your body language, and the dialogue is, and the dog ran towards me. Okay. So first you.
Okay. And the dog ran towards me.
Yeah. Please.
And the dog ran towards me.
Yeah. No. Be here. Yeah. So if I were to do it, I would say, and the dog ran towards me. So you can see my facial expressions. So you can see me terrified, and the dog is, and you see okay, I'm just trying to avoid the dog. So both things are aligning. So if someone is listening to my speech, they are totally aligned with what I'm saying. So just repeat this now, based upon whatever I'm saying to you. And the dog ran towards me.
The dog ran towards me.
Great! Sir, please. So, language is something that will help you break the barriers, the anxiety. Once you come to the stage and express yourself, the people who are fearful speakers, they are constrained, and the people who are not afraid of anything, their body language is the most prominent. So I would like to close this particular session by stating that the language of body is the key that can unlock the soul. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Awesome, excellent.
That was awesome.
Awesome, excellent. More comments. Wow. Yes, that's how we say. Wow. So everybody say, wow. So that was a great project. And now we have a very seasoned speaker like T.M. Mustafa, even he is his mentor. So we are going to have a great project now. So in a huge round of applause, we are going to call upon DTM Masood Saeed. DTM Masood Saeed has opted the path motivational strategies, and this is his project number 2, part B. And what is that? Evaluation and feedback, part 2. He had delivered a project in the last meeting, and that was evaluated. Whatever deficiencies were found in that project, in that speech, he is going to make up all those deficiencies. So this is what we call evaluation and feedback. He got the evaluation and feedback. He is going to apply that evaluation and feedback on his next speech, and he is going to deliver it in a perfect way. Let's see. So he is going to tell us something great about better late than never. Better late than never. So the permissible time is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, the timer will show green card, 6 minutes, yellow card, 7 minutes, red card, and 30 seconds will be the permissible time to wrap up the speech. So let's see what DTM Masood Saeed has for us today.
Thank you.
All the best, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, to bhul gaya. I'm going to evaluate, so let it be. So let me fix it for you. Take
सर वॉल्यूम इसका अप है तो आप इजीली भी बोलेंगे तो आप
अच्छा सारे सीखने आते हैं 6 साल भी गुजर गए 10 साल भी गुजर गए तो कोई चीज़ मिस हो जाती है.
Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening and Assalamu alaikum. Long time ago in 2004, I used to work with an oil company in Saudi Arabia. I was invited by Saudi Quality Control Association to give a presentation on environmental management. So I took along with me a trainee engineer who used to work in our company. Now, as I was giving my presentation, I noticed that this trainee engineer, his name is Arsalan, was looking and listening very attentively and taking some notes. So I got intrigued, and after the presentation, I asked him that, Arsalan, what were you doing? He said, to my surprise, I was evaluating your speech. Well, I was kind of shocked and annoyed that this guy, 25 years old, trainee engineer, evaluating my speech, an experienced person like me, who has given so many presentations in my life. But still I thought, okay, let me just find out what has he found out about me. He said, number one, you had 28 hours in your speech. I said, this is something. Then he said, you were leaning on the lectern while making your speech. I said, oh, this is something. Then he said, your tone was all monotone, straight line, no up and down. So that made me think. So I asked him that, where did you learn all this stuff? And he said, at the Toastmasters. I had never heard about this Toastmasters. So I asked him, what is this Toastmaster? He said, come to the meeting. Come with me to the next meeting, which is on Thursday. I said, okay. So I went to the meeting, and it was like this. All the people sitting around, people coming and making a speech, and there a lot of applause, a lot of good feeling to be there. And immediately after the meeting, I said, I'm going to join this. Although I am an experienced person, I know how to, in fact, I think I know how to give good presentations, but there is a lot to learn. So that was November 2004. And I became a member of Toastmasters International. And the journey started, which is still going on in its 16th year. 16 years I've been a Toastmaster. So when I joined the Toastmasters, I looked up their educational program, and then I decided that my goal is to become a DTM. And to become a DTM, I had to complete 40 projects, 40 speeches, and a number of leadership projects and presentations, etc. And after 5 years, I was awarded this Distinguished Toastmasters, November 14th, 2009. Now, during this process, I also won many awards. Humorous Contest Award. I gave a humorous speech, and I was given this award. And then some other awards, Best Speaker, some medals, and 120 certificates which I have I've collected over the years. When I came to Pakistan in 2008, I wanted to join a Toastmasters Club. So I looked around in Lahore, and there was no club. So I decided to form a club. So in a presentation I was giving somewhere in Project Management Institute, I told the people about Toastmasters, and 6 people signed up. They said, yes, we want to form this, we want to be part of this club. It took us 3 months to gather 20 people to get the club chartered. So in October, Lahore Toastmasters Club was chartered. Last year, in 2018, we celebrated the 10th anniversary. And from this club, we have come out with many clubs. The first club which came out was UPhone Toastmasters Club. It went on for about 3 years. Then Chartered Accountant Toastmasters Club, ICMAP Toastmasters Club, Banu Mukhtar, Crescent, Ravi, and then this one, Stammer Talk. So 7 clubs have come out of this Lahore Toastmasters Club. So the question is that, did it give me any benefit? Yes. Number 1, confidence. Confidence has gone up. Now I can talk to anyone, anywhere, no problem. Whether he's a policeman, or an officer, or a child, or anyone, or my wife.
I doubt that.
Then, of course, second is to be able to give good presentations. Now I know how to give a good presentation. And the third, but not the least, I have learned how to help people. how to mentor, give them help so they can become good communicators. So for all of you who are sitting here as guests and not members, join the club and get started. It is never too late. It is never too late. And you will get the benefits as you go along. You will see yourself getting gold plated. First you will have bronze, then you will have silver, and then you will have gold plating over you. This is my conviction. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Masood Saib. So how many of you think that Toastmaster helped him a lot and it's going to help you now? How many of you believe that? Everyone. So that is it. That is it. I give you my example. When I joined Toastmasters, I was literally shivering when I came to deliver my icebreaker. My heart was pounding and I didn't know what to say. For a few seconds, I kept on standing like this on the stage and I couldn't say a word. And now you can see me talking without any fear in front of 20, 30, 40, 50, and even 1,000 people. So that's the fun. That's the thing which we really learn from Toastmasters. Talk in front of any audience, anywhere around the world with zero fear. Zero fear. And you can be among them. You can be like that. The only thing is the will you need to develop if you don't have it right now. I can see the will from your faces, but you now have to prove it. It's time to prove it. So our third speaker is going to deliver a crisis management speech. How interesting. Crisis management speech. The permissible time is 5 to 7 minutes. And this is his advanced speech project number 27. So it means that he has delivered 36 speeches before that. And this is going to be his 37th project, advanced speech project number 27. So this speech project is going to be evaluated by TM Mustafa Khan. And the speech objectives are going to be recited by Toastmaster Nadeem. Please welcome him in a huge round of applause.
Thank you, DTM Basit Khan.
So please, yes, just a second. पेंट वाले बैठाते हैं थोड़ा साइड ज़रा करते हैं इसके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स.
Okay. So the objectives of this project are to learn strategies for communicating to the media about a company crisis, prepare a speech for the media about a company crisis that builds and maintains a positive image for the company, answer questions from the media in a manner that reflects positively on the company, and time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes for the presentation and 3 to 5 minutes for the question and answer period.
So total time is 8 to 10 minutes, I believe. How much?
Yeah, 8 to 10.
8 to 10. So at 8 minutes, you will be shown green card. At 9 minutes, yellow card, and 10 minutes, red card.
Okay.
And you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech.
Okay.
Understood? All the best.
So is there any question answer session?
I am the spokesperson of the Punjab government, and I am talking about the wheat flour crisis nowadays. And you all people are from the media. You are representative of the media. Okay. So let's start. You can start my turn now. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome all the representatives of the electronic media and the print media.
Since many days, there are news in the media that there is acute shortage of wheat flour and wheat in the country, especially in the Punjab. And there is hike in the price of this wheat flour. In my opinion, this is not true. There is exaggeration of the facts. There is problem of supply in few areas of the Punjab, especially in Lahore. But what is being said in the media is not true. That there is acute shortage and there is a hike in the price of this wheat flour. There was interruption in the supply. That's why this crisis was created. There are certain reasons for that. Shortage of wheat flour and wheat. Number one, hoarding. The few elements of the society, especially traders, are involved in the hoarding of wheat and wheat flour. They have put these stocks of wheat in their godowns to earn the undue profit. The same way, some elements are involved in the smuggling of this wheat flour to Afghanistan. Some of the officers of the food department are also involved in this. I took this responsibility. And the traders are taking this wheat flour and wheat to the neighboring country, which is unlawful. They are taking this without any permit. The third thing is, you must be aware that few days back there was strike by the transporters. So that's why, due to this strike of the transporter, the interruption of the supply of the wheat to the remote areas. So it was another factor that shortage of wheat flour and wheat was created in the Punjab. Then by the flour mills, they are misusing the quota. There are some SOPs which have been provided by the food department and by the government. They are not following these SOPs. They are misusing the quota of this wheat. They are required to supply these wheat flour to the government departments, and the government departments then can deliver these wheat flour to the other areas, but they are not following this. Another thing is that due to this shortage, which is temporary, some elements are going to take undue profit from this situation, which is also unlawful. So, keeping in view all these circumstances, the federal government, Prime Minister called the cabinet meeting, and they have issued directives to immediately crack down on the elements which are involved in these activities, and the Chief Minister also has taken the actions, and they have called the special meeting of the cabinet. And today, since morning, he is on the field. He is visiting different remote areas, the small cities. He is going there and checking whether the stock of this wheat flour is available or not. And for the hoarding, they have the food department has been advised to crack down on the people who are involved in the hoarding. And the flour mills are also being cracked down. For the last 2 days, we have issued notices for the 400 flour mills. And the 4 flour mills have been fined and the fine is 100 million rupees. Yes, sir. You have a question?
Sir, you have given us good explanation of many things which have been happening. But in my question is simple, that you are part of the government and you have all the authority. Why did you not think of all these things and take measures beforehand? And you let the crisis develop, and you can see outside people are suffering a lot. Today I went to get some bread for my house, and the price was very high. Instead of 6 rupees, 7 rupees, now they are charging 10 rupees and 12 rupees. So this is, I think, the fault of the government not being able to manage the whole situation. And I think you are representative, but I think your boss or whoever, you should resign and take the responsibility of mismanagement, basically. What do you have to say?
My
Thank you.
question is related to that question.
Okay.
If there is a temporary shortage, why are you importing flour?
Yes.
Yes. Then the situation should be managed, and there is no point in importing the flour from the country.
Okay. So your question is that why you didn't take the proactive action. So we took the action immediately. When there was reports in the media, we immediately took the action. And resignation is no solution. Let me clear this. We have to take some corrective actions. We have to penalize the elements which are involved in hoarding and smuggling and the things like that.
One question.
Yes, sir.
How you can avoid this situation in future? What steps you will take to avoid these things in future?
As I mentioned, there is huge amount of wheat is available in the country. There is stock with the provinces. There is stock with the PASCO. There is stock with the railway. So, as I mentioned, there was little, you can say, interruption in the supply of this wheat and wheat flour. So, this is the reason. Any other question? Yes.
Well, I think that the government ministers are not giving the right answers. Well, I heard one minister saying that this crisis is because the normal and simple people are using more wheat to eat. So, what do you think about these kind of statements?
Well, this can be his personal view, but I am the spokesman of the government. So, as I mentioned, there was, I take the responsibility for that, but there was something on the part of the government, but we are taking this now corrective measures, and we are penalizing the elements which are responsible for this.
One more thing, do you think that the current price of wheat, the support price for the farmers, is the correct price?
Yes, this is support price is correct, but as I mentioned, some elements are taking undue advantage of the situation. They are earning more unlawful profit, and which is not correct. So we are supplying this wheat flour throughout the province, especially in the Lahore. You can check on the main points, whether it's Thokar Beg or this Data Darbar or main points. Everywhere you go, you will see there are trucks, people are buying this wheat flour there at the control price. So we also have provided this wheat flour to the utility store. You can go and purchase this atta. Any other question? Thank you. I think everything has been clarified.
Okay, so that was all about our prepared speech session. And now I'll request the timer to please present his report, telling us that who is qualified for voting and who is not. You are requested to come forward and give your report. A round of applause for this great person. Yeah.
So here we have
the names who just delivered this speech. First one is Mr. Mustafa Khan. He was allowed 12 to 15 minutes to conclude his speech, but he took 17 minutes and 34 seconds. So I think he is not qualified for voting. And second one is Mr. Masood Said. He was allowed 5 to 7 minutes to conclude his speech, and he took 7 minutes and 28 seconds, and yes, he is qualified for voting. And at the end we have Mr. Nadeem Saab. He was allowed to take 8 to 10 minutes to conclude his speech, and he took 9 minutes and 27 seconds, and yes, he is also qualified for the voting. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much. So you can vote for DTM Masood Saeed Sahab or TM Chaudhry Nadeem Sahab. So you can vote for these two guys. They are both qualified for voting. What you have to do is to tear off the central part of your voting slip, which writes best prepared speaker. You have to write down the name, either Mr. Masood Said Saab or Mr. Nadeem, and you have to give it back to the vote counter. He will count all the votes, and the certificate of first place winner will be given to the winner of this session. And he can be anyone among these two guys. So meanwhile the voting is done, would anyone like to share his experience as a stammerer, that what was his status before coming here and attending the meetings, and how he or she feels now? Would anyone like to say anything? Anyone? Stammering persons, anyone who stammers. So he is, yes, would you say something? Yes.
My name is Faison, and I am a stammerer. Before joining this session of Toastmaster, I was very afraid of stage. Okay. Actually, it's my second session of Toastmaster, and along with stammering, I had stage phobia, and still I have stage phobia. I can't speak, I can't say my words in front of audience. It is because of stammering. Yes, stammering. Okay.
No phobia.
I need to breathe down.
No phobia.
Okay. After joining the session, my confidence has boosted up, and now I can feel confidence and much positive feelings, motivated thoughts in me, and now I believe I can speak in front of people, I can say my words, I can explain, I can say what I have to say. Thank you.
Wow, wow, a round of applause for him. Thank you. Well said. I know you have no problem. You will just excel in a very short time. I'm sure of that. Well done, well done. Please have your seat.
Keep coming.
Yes, keep coming, keep coming. You are a great guy. So that's how Toastmasters changes your lives. This is his second session, and the life has started to change. Has it? Yes. So you will all change. You will all speak very well, and no one can even say that you have any problem, but just after a short time. Keep practicing, 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 coming here, talking in front of the audience, and whatever you say, it should be from your heart. Yes. That's all. Just speak your heart out. and you will not feel anything missing here or here. I tell you. So this is my message. Let's go for a 10 minutes networking break. We will have a chit chat. Share your experiences with us. Thank you very much. This is end of the first session.
Hello. Hello. Testing. Mic testing.
STS organization.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। तो आज टोस्ट मास्टर में क्योंकि हमारे पास स्टैमर टॉक का जो मीटिंग चल रही थी उसमें आप लोग आए हैं, तो मैं आप लोगों के व्यूज़ जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि आप लोगों को कैसा लगा है, कितना प्रोडक्टिव था और कितना ज़्यादा हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे इसको अचीव किया। प्लीज़ सर आपका नाम?
जी आतिफ इरफान मेरा नाम है जी। मैं गुज़श्ता 6 साल से टोस्ट मास्टर के साथ एसोसिएटेड हूँ और ये क्लब जो है वन ऑफ इट्स काइंड इन पाकिस्तान, एशिया का जो है ये पहला क्लब है जो कि स्टैमरर्स के लिए है और वर्ल्ड का चौथा क्लब है। तो ये इस तरह का जो कोई पाकिस्तान के अंदर ये अरेंजमेंट करना ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है और मैं खराज तहसीन पेश करता हूँ जो इनकी मैनेजमेंट है और जो लोग इसके पूरे जिन्होंने इसको प्लान किया, इसको एग्जीक्यूट किया और अब ये हमें क्लब जो है ये सरफेस पर आता हुआ नज़र आ रहा है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। तो ये एक ऐसी कोशिश है जिसकी वजह से हम लोगों की ज़िंदगियाँ बदल सकते हैं और ये हमें चाहिए सब लोगों को कि इसके लिए पूरी एफर्ट करें और जो भी लोग हैं जिनको किसी किस्म का प्रॉब्लम है, स्टैमरिंग का कोई भी स्पीच इम्पेडिमेंट है, तो वो आएँ, इस क्लब का हिस्सा बने, बेखौफ व ख़तर आएँ और वो बहुत जल्दी अपनी ज़िंदगी के अंदर एक बड़ी पॉजिटिव तब्दीली आते हुए देखें।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। जी सर।
जी मेरा नाम अहमद अब्दुल्ला है और मैं स्टैमर टॉक स्पीकर्स टोस्टमास्टर क्लब का प्रेसिडेंट हूँ। तो आज का एक्सपीरियंस बड़ा अच्छा रहा। आज जो है हमेशा की तरह आज जो हमारी मीटिंग हुई दिस इज़ नंबर 6 और इस मीटिंग में तकरीबन 7 के करीब स्टैमरर्स और मुझे मिला के 8 के करीब जो हैं स्टैमरर्स मीटिंग में आए हैं और मीटिंग में हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है। सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि एक कॉन्फिडेंस है उन लोगों के लिए जो स्पीच की जिनको इम्पेडिमेंट है, जिनको बोलने का इशू है और वो लोगों को फेस करने से कतराते हैं, या उनके लिए जगह यहाँ पे आएँ, लोगों को फेस करें और ये उनके लिए बड़ा अच्छा है। और यहाँ पे हमें देखने का मिला है कि मेरी मिसाल आप लें कि विदिन 2 months सर गवाह हैं खड़े हैं मेरे में कितने अंदर जो है वो इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है और उसके अलावा बाकी भी जो लोग हैं वो साथ साथ इम्प्रूव कर रहे हैं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। सर आप बताएंगे कि हमारी सोसाइटी में इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज़ की कितनी ज़रूरत है और आज का जो हमारी मीटिंग थी उसको आप कितना प्रोडक्टिव देखते हैं?
ये सबसे पहले तो आई वांट टू से ये जो क्लब जिन्होंने खोला है ये बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त काम किया है इन्होंने और इसकी बड़ी ज़रूरत है हमारी सोसाइटी में क्योंकि जो लोग स्टैमर करते हैं उनको जनरली जो है बड़ी कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल उनका बड़ा कम होता है और इस किस्म का क्लब जो है उसमें कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल जो है वो बढ़ाने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं। और मैं ये टोस्ट मास्टर्स के साथ एसोसिएटेड हूँ फॉर द लास्ट 16 ईयर्स 16 साल से और मैंने देखा है कि किस तरह लोगों ने इससे फ़ायदा उठाया है। मेरे पास ऐसे लोग आए हैं जिनको बिल्कुल बोलना एक लफ्ज़ नहीं आता था और वो जब आते थे स्टेज पे वो बिल्कुल खड़े होकर कुछ नहीं कह सकते थे, लेकिन आफ्टर अ फ्यू मंथ्स 3-4 महीने के बाद और वो दे बिकेम फ्लुएंट स्पीकर्स और अब वो अपने सेशंस कंडक्ट करते हैं। तो इसी तरह ये मेरे ख्याल में तो ये स्टैमरर्स जो हैं इनको स्टैमरर्स नहीं कहना चाहिए। ये हमारी तरह के लोग हैं जिनका ज़रा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल कम है और एक तो मुझे बड़ी खुशी होती है कि मैं इससे एसोसिएटेड हूँ और मेरी कोशिश हमेशा ये रहेगी कि मैं कुछ करके कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकूँ कि ये लोग जो हैं ये ठीक हो जाएं और
नॉर्मल तरीके के साथ बात कर सकें।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। एक दफ़ा अपना नाम बता दें सिर्फ ताकि उसको मैं
मेरा नाम मसूद सईद है और मैं लाहौर में रहता हूँ। थैंक
यू वेरी मच।
सब ठीक है वही साहब।
फैजान आप कुछ बोल नहीं यार आओ
अगर तो दिखानी है पहले वीडियो।
हाँ मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा ऑब्वियसली।
फिर सेंड करनी है उस लड़के को
अहमद कौन? अच्छा अच्छा हाँ ठीक है। आप थोड़ा सा पीछे खड़े होना।
मैंने करवा दी, तुम कराओ ना।
हाँ मैं बताता हूँ कहाँ पे खड़े होना है। पीछे होना, पीछे थोड़ा सा और पीछे, राइट थोड़ा और पीछे। ये स्टूल पीछे करके ना साइड पे करना। नहीं नहीं
आप चेक करें।
1 मिनट में देता हूँ।
Welcome back, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So the previous session was about prepared speakers, and that was great because we got chance to learn from Toastmaster Mustafa how to use your body to communicate effectively. Then there was the TM Masood Said, from whom we we come to know about his journey of Toastmasters and how effective is Toastmasters to making and to change your life into something amazing. And the third was Toastmasters Nadeem, whose session was great. And now we are going to start with the table topic session. And for people who have come here for the first time, table topic session is a part of Toastmasters, where we invite members or most likely the guest who come here to attend the meeting. So we invite them here on the stage, and here they we give them a topic, like from 1 to 2 minutes they have to talk about on a topic or a matter. So as Toastmaster Mustafa said, stammerers are warriors. So guys, take out your weapons, as techniques are your weapons. So now I'm going to invite you all on the stage. So be ready, be prepared. Don't forget to breathe. Okay? So don't feel when you will be here on the stage, don't feel nervous. Just relax and try to show off your techniques, because you have learned those techniques to make you a better person, to speak efficiently and effectively. So try to use those techniques when you are here. So now we are going to start it, and the theme of today's session is what if. Yeah, what if.
What if?
Yeah, and to demonstrate that, I would like to invite, who should I invite? Toastmaster Noor. Yeah.
I just noted in my head, I didn't expect that you called me.
Okay, I thought you wanted to come.
Yes.
Okay, so this will be a tough question. So do you like to have a tough question or a easy question?
Very tough.
Okay. So
toughest of tough.
Okay, so one day you woke up and you find yourself stammering.
Okay.
So yeah. So now you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes with a stammer and to describe how you're doing.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah, no, you said it.
Didn't mean that. Okay.
No, so
I have to talk for
1
minutes. I have 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes, and you have to talk with a stammer. See?
Any topic while stammering, or just generally speaking?
How you spend your day. Yeah. So I just mentioned you have to stammer, and you forgot the time. So see, but each day happened to us. So please.
I have to improvise that how a stammerer.
Yeah, you have.
live their life.
Yeah, yes, you have to stammer too. So yes, and your time starts now.
Well, one morning, fine morning, I wake up, and as I go out of my house, yeah, that thank you, gentlemen. So as I move out, I walking down the street, and there I confronted a tall man like you. And he asked from me, he stopped me, that, hey guy, where are you going? I said, I'm going to my home. And he said, why don't you speak fluently, like us? And I said that I'm a stammerer. I'm a stammerer. I said, what on earth is stammering? You want to speak fluently or not? I'm going to thrash you out. And be like us. What difficult in it? Just speak fluently. And he pointed his gun. And he pointed at me. That you speak with fluency or not? And out of no sudden, I started speaking fluently. And I said, okay, I will not stammer again. And go join Toastmasters. I said, okay, now I will join Toastmasters. And then he sent me to Toastmasters. And after joining Toastmasters, all my stammering gone. And today I am a confident public speaker. And thanks to everyone who is part of Toastmasters. And I will request everyone who is a stammerer like me, which is, I'm no more a stammerer after joining Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are very clever.
So guys, you see, what we do here. So this is when you come on the stage and you have to speak on something and you have to improvise. So you have seen that from Toastmaster Noor, how efficiently he improvised. Like the topic given to him was very difficult, and just within seconds he improvised. So, and he beautifully delivered it. Very nice. So moving forward, I would like to invite Abu Bakr to come on the stage. Thank you. Okay. Welcome, Abu Bakr. Okay. So, little bit, tell us about yourself. Let's go.
मेरा नाम अबू बकर है, मैं किप्स कॉलेज में पढ़ता हूँ, मैं ICS कर रहा हूँ, और इधर मेरे मामू भी आए हैं।
माशाल्लाह।
और मैंने अपनी ये मैट्रिक किप्स स्कूल से की थी।
चलें आपसे एक छोटा सा जो है वो सवाल करते हैं। अच्छा, आप अभी जो है वो ICS कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो आपका इन फ्यूचर में क्या है प्लान, आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? क्या आपके को जो है लाइफ का ऑब्जेक्टिव है और क्या आपकी गोल्स हैं, इसके बारे में आप बताएं। आपके पास जो है 1 से 2 मिनट हैं, इजी हो गया।
मैं आगे जाके फास्ट यूनिवर्सिटी से CS करना चाहता हूँ और आगे मैं एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना चाहता हूँ।
तो आप क्या बन के करना चाहेंगे, किस तरह, मतलब बन गए उसके बाद क्या चाहेंगे, किस तरह आप लोगों के काम हैं या लाइफ में क्या करें?
मैं सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप करना चाहता हूँ एक।
किस किस्म का?
गेमिंग में करना चाहता हूँ।
गेमिंग का आपको शौक है?
हाँ जी।
कौन सी गेम आपको जो है वो शौक से खेलते हैं?
आजकल तो वो चल रही है PUBG।
वो खेलते हैं शौक
हाँ
से। चलें,
PUBG की तरह एक गेम भी इन्वेंट करना चाहता हूँ।
अच्छा, वैसी?
हाँ जी, तकरीबन वैसी होनी चाहिए।
वैसी होनी चाहिए, ठीक। और जो करना चाहें बात, कोई अपने शौक आपके क्या हैं उसके बारे में ज़रा थोड़ा सबको जो है वो बताएं।
मुझे वो क्रिकेट खेलना, मैं ज़्यादा शौक से क्रिकेट भी खेलता हूँ। मैं ज़्यादा शौक से क्रिकेट भी खेलता हूँ। जो मेरा फेवरेट बैट्समैन है वो AB डिविलियर्स है, जो आगे वो साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम से खेलता रहा है। और जो मेरा फेवरेट बॉलर है वो है पाकिस्तानी है मोहम्मद आमिर, जिसने चैम्पियंस ट्रॉफी के फाइनल में बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की थी। बस ये कहना चाहता हूँ।
AB डिविलियर्स क्यों पसंद है आपको? मुझे तो विराट कोहली ज़्यादा पसंद है, आपको AB डिविलियर्स क्यों पसंद है?
जो उसकी शॉट्स हैं, जैसे वो अपने स्टाइल से शॉट्स खेलता है, जैसे वो खेलता है, जो उसकी शॉट है वो
कोहली की?
नहीं, कोहली की नहीं, जैसे हाँ जी, वो स्कूप करता है जो वो, इसीलिए उसे मिस्टर 360 भी कहते हैं, इसीलिए वो मुझे ज़रा ज़्यादा पसंद है।
और मेरे ख्याल में वो डर भी है, डर के नहीं खेलता?
नहीं, वो डर के नहीं खेलता।
आप भी डर हो?
हाँ जी।
ज़बरदस्त।
थैंक यू।
People coming here and fighting their fears. Now I would like to invite TM Shaukat to come on stage. You would like to share his experience. Thank you, sir. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
And thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, how would you like to tell people about your experience with Toastmasters, that who you are and all your journey till now?
Definitely.
That will be great.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I would like to share my experience with the Toastmasters because I was facing a problem. I've joined Toastmaster for the last 2 months only, and I was facing this problem for the last 30 years, and I was working on it. I had certain issues for which first I went to a psychologist. I told him, look, I have this issue that my heart starts beating very fast. He gave me a very good tip. He told me that whenever you are to deliver speech, first of all you should go to the toilet and you should consider that you are delivering a speech and your heart would start beating there. And when you will come back, then your heart won't beat in that speech. And it really worked. Toastmaster Mustafa, he told that you should not move your feet like this. Now, we had this tip from a trainer. For instance, instead of heart, our feet start shivering. Then he said that you should move like this, and it really controls it. So, when listening to DTM Atif, we think that we are on the top of the world, and it really encourages us. I have earned from Toastmasters in just 2 months, which I couldn't have earned from the other. I have visited psychologists, psychiatrists, hypnotherapists, and many others, but I couldn't that thing removed. And I'm still, maybe I'm suffering it now also, but there is an improvement, and there is a good improvement. I won't call it a gradual improvement, but a good improvement. And I think I would have to wind it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Toastmasters change lives of people. So moving forward, to speed up, I would like to call upon Tasadduk. Please come here. Thank you. Thank you, Islam. Tasadduk has come to the meeting for the first time. So welcome to Toastmasters.
Thank you.
And good. So first of all, tell us about yourself.
I'm Tasadduk Hussain, and I have done bachelor's in computer science, and I'm from Sindh, and now I come here in Lahore for preparing for civil service exam, which is CSS, and I want to pursue my career in CSS. I just think about it, I'll try, because if I'll not try, then I'll have regret for this, that I didn't took this hard exam. If I'll fail, then I go to freelancing. I have more options. So that's why I decided to come here and try my luck in CSS. And I have one sentence I want to tell you, that if you will remove this sentence in your life, then you will be more successful in this world. If you remove what people will you say, if you remove it, then you will be successful in this life. So that's it.
Very nice.
One thing, what are you doing in computer sciences? Which are you doing programming? Which technology are you working? Can you explain us to us?
I have some expertise in databases, but I left it. Now I came here for CSS. So I thought that I'll try it for, then I'll go for freelancing. Any question?
Any, yeah. So, do you like to play games?
Yes, I played games in intermediate,
okay.
But I'll leave this because I had a shoulder injury and
not those games. No, not those games.
Which games?
Computer games.
No, I don't like computer games.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else you would like to share?
I want to share.
As you have came here and you have seen all this.
I want to share this.
Experienced, yeah.
These Toastmasters are looking old, but they are more energetic, and they are providing a friendly environment to talk freely. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, me. Please, thank you. Thank you. So, briefly, tell us about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Salman Shah, and I am doing MS from the Rifa University, and I live in Lahore. And
so, in which field you're doing?
Okay, I'm doing in project management.
Okay, that's nice. So I have a question for you. So what's the kind of question you like? A easy question or a tough question?
Obviously, I like easy questions, not a tough one.
Okay. Okay, I'm throwing you a question.
Okay.
And we'll see how you respond to that. Okay. So what if one day you woke up and you are in a computer game and you are the Mario?
Okay.
So tell us how you live your one day inside the game as Mario.
Okay. Actually, I don't know what the Mario is actually. It's a game or
okay. So which game you like to play?
Obviously, I like cricket.
No.
Other than cricket.
A computer game, yeah.
I don't know exactly the computer games because I don't like computer games.
Okay. So one day you wake up and you are Sarfaraz, the ex-captain of Pakistan.
Oh my God. Okay.
And you just came here after losing the World Cup. So and you are standing in front of in front of the
audience
reporter, and you are explaining why Pakistan was not able to win the
World Cup.
World Cup, yeah.
Okay.
So give the statement for 1 to 2 minutes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Assalamu alaikum and Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I think so the basic reason we have lose the World Cup is I think so the deficiency of the captain. Because he's not involved and he's not actually engaged in a game, and actually I think so the team building is not a very much perfect, and moreover the scenarios like the weather conditions, the pitch, and I think so we have lost our best batsman in the first round of class, and I think so other than that the audience is not showing interest in the games. That's why the results come actually the deficiency of our the monarch, and I think so we have the results comes that we have lost our games, the game. So furthermore I think so the best part is that our bowlers played very well. We have the best spinner, and we tried our level best to eliminate the fear of games, and that's I think so it's enough for. Thank you. Yeah, sure.
What are your future plans for winning?
For winning, I think so. We have first of all we have built up our team the very best, and we have include more the best players, and especially the faster bowlers, and I think so it's the best part. Thank you very much.
you. Thank you so much. So that was the improved Sarfaraz. Don't having any lisp. So that was great. So moving forward, I would like to invite whom should I? Yeah, yes, please. So Mr. Imran, welcome. So I will be quick. So what if you woke up one day and you are an experienced yogi? So what you would like to say to the people about yoga? You have 1 to 2 minutes.
You mean I shall tell the
yes,
people?
tell people why should they join yoga, because you are an experienced yogi.
Okay.
How yoga has changed your life.
Okay.
You have 1 to 2 minutes.
Dears, Assalamu alaikum. Yoga is a wonderful exercise. Basically, yoga have evolved over the years, and a lot of people have benefited from yoga. So I will advise you to join yoga to improve your life, to improve your well-being, to improve your happiness level, to improve your confidence. So as most members are joining in this session, so I advise them to join yoga. You can do yoga at your home. Nowadays YouTube is everywhere. You can access YouTube and you can see and listen the yoga trainings of various renowned yoga professionals, and there are special breathing exercises in yoga. There are special tips where you can learn from yoga professionals. So it is very good for stammerers and also for non-stammerers. So I request everyone to start doing yoga. And I am also a member of TWC, the wonderful club of yoga. They are operating in almost around 10 cities in Pakistan. In Lahore, they have around 50 plus centers, 50 plus branches. They are operating in different parks in Lahore, and you can join them. You can visit twcpk.com to see the list of locations where they are operating. And there are male centers as well as female centers. So females are also encouraged to join their programs and benefit from this program. Thank you.
Running short, so I would like to invite one more. So who would like to come? Please, Asad. That's great. That's great. Welcome, Asad. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how are you? It's fine. It's okay. Don't forget to breathe. Yeah. Yes. I'm good.
I am good.
That's nice. So okay. So like you have joined also the last time, and you are here this time too.
Yes.
So share your experience with the audience, that how you felt being here and how it helped to improve your communication. Okay, please. Okay. Your time starts now. You have 1 to 2 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
And don't forget to breathe. Okay.
Okay.
Better luck.
Can I speak in
Yeah, sure.
Urdu?
Urdu is fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Breathe.
जैसा कि
आपका नाम क्या है? सॉरी अगर आप तारुफ करवा दें अपना पहले।
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद असद है। बाई प्रोफेशनल मैं एक इकोनॉमिस्ट हूँ। जैसा कि बहुत सारे लोगों को पता होगा कि ये मेरा दूसरा सेशन है, तो पहले वाले सेशन से मैं अभी काफ़ी ज़्यादा रिलैक्स और मोटिवेटेड फील कर रहा हूँ। और ये मेरे लिए एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी होगी कि मैं ना इस सारे लोगों के साथ मिलके अपनी स्पीच को बेहतर करूं। थैंक यू।
Well, this was a huge improvement from last time. See, this is how Toastmasters works and changes your life. So I would like to invite now I would like to invite Faison to come here and present the timers report. Yes, Faison, please. Thank you.
नाम पता इनका? नाम
इमरान साहब।
ओके, ठीक है। Now, okay. First speaker for table topic was Mr. Noor. He was allowed to speak 1 to 2 minutes, and he took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And yes, he is allowed for voting. Next one, we had Mr. Abu Bakr. He was allowed to conclude his thoughts in 1 to 2 minutes, and he took 2 minutes and 33 seconds. And yes, he is also qualified for the voting. Next, we had Mr. Shokat. He was allowed to add 1 to 2 minutes to conclude his thoughts, and he took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And yes, he is also qualified for the voting. And next we had Mr. Hasaduk. He was allowed to conclude his thoughts in 1 to 2 minutes, but he took 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And yes, he is also qualified for the voting. At next we had Mr. Asad. He was also allowed to conclude his thoughts in 1 to 2 minutes, but he took 2 minutes and 31 seconds. And yes, he is also qualified for the voting. Last but not the least, there was Mr. Imran, who was also allowed to conclude his thoughts in 1 to 2 minutes, and he took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And yes, he is allowed for the voting. At we had Mr. Muhammad Asad. He was also allowed to say his thoughts in 1 to 2 minutes. He took 1 minute and 27 seconds, and he is also qualified for the voting. Thank you so much.
The tabletop accession is come to end now, and moving further with the evaluation session, I would like to invite the journal evaluator, Toastmaster Noor, to come here on the stage. Thank you, Noor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah, Ahmed Abdullah, for calling me to the stage. Give it to me. Let me in my hand. Fellow Toastmasters, this is the last segment for today's meeting, evaluation segment. As a general evaluator, it's also my responsibility to conduct this session. In this session, I will call upon experienced Toastmasters. They will come to the stage and they will evaluate the prepared speakers who deliver their speeches. The first speaker was Toastmaster Mustafa, and his speech will be evaluated by DTM Masood. Please welcome him.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have to bear with it.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Ahmed Abdullah's.
Okay, so my name is Masood Saeed, and now my role is as an evaluator. I will be evaluating the speech given by Mustafa. Now, this speech was about body language, and in my opinion, he delivered a very effective speech. He was able to give a speech which was related to the audience. This is one of the things a speaker should know, that what is the audience, and base his or her speech on the audience that is present. So it was a good, effective speech, especially for this audience. He had very good vocal variety in it and also body language. He was able to put a lot of expression in his speech using body language and also vocal variety. He was using some visual aids, but in my opinion, it should have been better. The screen was very small. People could not read exactly. I could not read exactly what was written. It would have been better if you had used this. So, better preparation would have helped you in that. I am also thinking I have to give a speech on, so I don't know what will I do. Either I have to bring out my own projector or how to manage that. One thing I liked about your speech, the unique style of calling people and doing a kind of a workshop, asking them to do something and then telling them how it should be done. This was a very good idea, I think, in the speech. It was not just one way, it was a two-way kind of situation when people were asked to do something and then telling them what is a good way of doing that. Only thing what I can suggest is I wish the projection was on a screen, then everybody would have been able to see. And what I liked about the presentation was the assertiveness and the positive message that came to the audience, that all of you can become fluent speakers if you go ahead and do all these, you use all these techniques. So well done and keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Masood, for the evaluation. The next speaker was DTM Masood, and for that the speech was evaluated by another DTM Atif. Please welcome DTM Atif.
Let's follow the SOP.
Where is Ahmed?
Just a second.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you earlier that this is evaluation and feedback. So that was the evaluation of previous speech I had done, and today I was asked to evaluate the speech again and check that whether the previous deficiencies have been made up or not. What an interesting project it was. But it was very difficult for me to evaluate it, both of the times. Why? Because this gentleman, DTM Masood Saeed, he is my mentor. So if you are asked to evaluate your mentor, your teacher, and the person you really have a very high regard and respect, so how difficult it is to do it. But I did it. And I was able to and I was able to find out there were some deficiencies last time. He had used notes, he had held a pen in his hand, and these were the things which were not up to the mark in my opinion. So I mustered up the courage and wrote everything, gave it to him like this, and then I ran away from this place. So today, again, I just mustered up my courage and I saw that all those deficiencies were made up very well. I really appreciated that. And what I appreciate most is the quest for knowledge, quest for excellence in this gentleman. The person who has been in Toastmasters for 16 years, and he has completed 40 projects, earned the DTM credential, which is highest in Toastmasters. And he has started his journey from the very beginning. So that's what a real spirit of a Toastmaster is. A huge round of applause for this gentleman. I would say, sir, your clarity, your audience awareness, comfort level, interest of audience, feedback applied or not was all exemplary. What I would just suggest is that a little bit of vocal variety, eye contact and gestures, that could have been improved, because the thing is that expressions and related gestures, because you are motivating people. So what could have been better was some more expressions, some more eye contact, and giving the message through your eyes. So that was the thing which, in my humble opinion, could have been improved.
Glasses might work better.
Yes, that's right. Overall, it was an exemplary project, because I think no one could convince the audience more than this, telling all about 16 years of journey in Toastmasters and how he changed his life. Thank you very much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Atif. Okay, now the last speaker was Toastmaster Nadeem, and the speech was evaluated by Toastmaster Mustafa. Please welcome Toastmaster Mustafa. You can hold that. Put it here.
It was a pleasure for me to hear you out for the first time. As far as I am concerned, I was hearing it was your 27th project, but I was hearing you for the first time. And your project, the best thing about your project which I liked was the way you had developed your thought process. You mentioned the floor crisis, then you mentioned that okay, government has nothing to do with it, and then on a step-by-step approach you mentioned that what are the causes of it, and then you mentioned that okay, there is a perception, that is where you stand, and then what is the way out, how you gonna go out of the problem, and what are steps which you are taking. So I liked each and every point of view, and you put it forward in a very good way. That was the good thing about the project. As far as the improvement area were concerned, I believe you are, because you're a senior speaker, after 3 to 4 speeches, you will become a DTM. So the expectation from a DTM and a person who is in his senior projects is high. So what I thought was, when you were giving the project, I would have expected a bit of more vocal variety and a bit of more body language. For example, if I were at your place, I would said that, okay, this is the problem. There's a perception in the media that this problem is going on. I would have said, but this is all wrong. Nothing of this is happening. Something like this. So some energy and some vocal variety as well as body language, I would have loved that. So I would like that if in the next project you would involve these two things in a more profound way. Other than that, I believe it was a great speech, and especially what I liked about the way it was done, the way you took up the question and you responded to the question. For example, DTM Masood Saab asked for your resignation, and you were very upfront and you said, my resignation won't solve the problem. So this is something a good speaker should have the capacity to think on his feet, and you came up with an excellent justification. So this is something which is a hallmark of a good speaker. I liked your speech. I liked everything, the way you conducted. The only thing which you can improve, I believe, is the body language and the vocal variety, which I believe you will improve. So I'm looking at a DTM in the making and a great speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mustafa, for your evaluation of the speech delivered by Chaudhary Toastmaster Nadeem. Now this is all about the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Now I would request the timer for the report.
First of all, we had Mr. Masood Said. He was allowed to conclude his evaluation in 2 to 3 minutes, and he took 2 minutes and 37 seconds. So he is qualified for the voting. And then we had Mr. Atif, who was also allowed to conclude his evaluation in 2 to 3 minutes. He took 3 minutes and 18 seconds, and yes, he is also qualified for the voting. At the end, we had Mr. Mustafa. He was also allowed to conclude in 2 to 3 minutes, and he took 2 minutes and 37 seconds, and yes, he is also qualified for the voting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Faison, for your report. Please cast your vote for the best evaluator. Players, I would like to call upon the grammarian, Toastmaster Romana Ali, to give the report. Please welcome Toastmaster.
और इसके अलावा जैसा कि स्टार्ट में मैंने कहा था कि आप लोगों ने जो वर्ड यूज़ करना है वो है स्टैमर। आप में से 3 लोगों ने स्टैमर का वर्ड यूज़ किया है, जिसमें से 5 दफ़ा सर मुस्तफ़ा ने यूज़ किया है स्टैमर का वर्ड, और 6 दफ़ा अहमद अब्दुल्ला ने यूज़ किया है, और सर नूर ने माशाल्लाह से 9 दफ़ा यूज़ किया है। और सबसे जो अच्छी बात लगी वो सर मुस्तफ़ा ने जो सा डायलॉग यूज़ किया था, यस आई कैन डू, वो सबसे बेस्ट था। और थर्ड चीज़, अभी एक साहब जो अभी हम में नहीं है, उनका नेम है जो मुझे बोलती हुई बहुत स्टैमरिंग होती है, तसद्दुक। उनकी एक लाइन थी जो सब में मुझे बेस्ट लगी कि अगर हम लोग सक्सेस पाना चाहते हैं तो हमें अपनी लाइफ से ये लाइन रिमूव करनी पड़ेगी कि व्हाट विल पीपल थिंक। जिस दिन हमने इस लाइन को रिमूव कर दिया तो बहुत सारे काम जो हम नहीं कर पाते वो भी कर पाएंगे। दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माई साइड।
Thank you, Romana, for a wonderful report. How beautifully you mentioned so many things in a short period of time. I'll call the R counter, Toastmaster Abu Bakr. Please welcome. Toastmaster Bakr. Now mention how many R's.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जिसने ज़्यादा फिलर वर्ड यूज़ किए हैं मैं उनका नाम बताना चाहूँगा। सबसे पहले सर नदीम, जिन्होंने 7 टाइम्स आ और को यूज़ किया है, और DTM मसूद जिन्होंने 4 टाइम्स आर को और वेल को यूज़ किया है। उसके आगे सर फैज़ान, जिन्होंने 2 टाइम्स को यूज़ किया। उसके बाद अहमद अब्दुल्ला, जिन्होंने 11 टाइम्स को यूज़ किया। और लास्ट पर सर शौकत, जिन्होंने 2 टाइम्स को यूज़ किया।
Toastmaster Abu Bakr for a wonderful report. Now, my fellow Toastmasters, it's time to give my report as a general evaluator. Let's see what happened today, because I had to look towards everything that happened during the meeting. No word of the day was placed anywhere. So that was missing. Word of the day should be placed somewhere visible so that everybody could see that. The second thing was banner was not placed in the beginning, and later on they somehow managed the banner. Good thing. The meeting did not start on time.
Again.
And you all need to work on it. And I mentioned in the WhatsApp group that, okay, I will come, but at one condition, if you start the meeting on time. But the good thing is that most of the people were there. Yeah. And we were late, I think for 10 to 15 minutes late, I think, yes. Yeah? Great improvement. Congratulations, all of you. There were some amazing speakers, and we missed you guys as a speakers. So you guys need to work on your projects. You need to expand your comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
So this was something that I have noticed.
Yes.
Because all the speakers were those who were already, delivering their speeches. So this was something that I have noticed. The theme of the topic, yes, table topics. It was amazing. It went very well. It's kind of not a new idea, but you practice it for the first time, where you tell the audience beforehand about your topic and what if. And I started that. Yeah. A very difficult question that you put, but somehow I managed and spoke about that. And I also want to put some highlight on the table topic speakers. Since we have evaluated those speakers who are experienced speakers, so I want to quickly evaluate the table topics speakers. Are you ready for that? The first speaker was me. Obviously, I can't evaluate myself. There should be someone else. So I will start from Toastmaster Abu Bakr. Where is Toastmaster Abu Bakr? Toastmaster Abu Bakr, you have really a great eye contact with the audience. Yeah, I just like that. You are maintaining eye contact with everyone. And your stance was very good. Gestures, using your hands, is a good sign for you. Yeah, I really appreciate your hand gestures that you used. But somehow you need to work on your body movement, because you were bouncing up and down on your toes. So this was something that you need to work on your next project, especially in your speech. Okay with you? Great. The second speaker was Toastmaster Shaukat. Amazing improvement. The previous one that you appeared before the audience in the table topics, and again this time, amazing. Anyway, within just 2 meetings, you improved a lot. This time you were not, your legs were not trembling. We have noticed that. You even, hold yourself against the wall. So everybody was noticing. It's not that you can't hide yourself. If you close your eyes and you think that nobody can see me, no way. Everybody is noticing. So a great improvement, except from your hand clumps. You are clumping your hand. So in your next appearance in table topics, you have to open your palms, face the audience with confidence, and a little bit of leg. Okay, that will work, because it's the problem that you will continue work on that. Toastmaster Tasadduk. Where is the Toastmaster Tasadduk? Oh, he left. Okay. He was confident, eye contact, everything. Salman Shah. Yes. You. Salman Shah, you were confident. Yes. Your eye contact was good. Your hand gestures were good. But a little bit tilt in your stance. That's you need to work on. Okay? Otherwise, everything good. Imran Iqbal, such a great stance. Yeah, you were standing tall. You're already a tall person. And when you standing like this, it even make you more taller. So, you are a confident person. Your hands. I've noticed that you need to work on your hand gestures, because you were holding 2 things in both of your hands. Mobile on one hand and this thing on your other hand. So a little bit improvement, you need to work on your hand gestures. Otherwise, your eye contact, yes, a little bit of eye contact as well. And the last speaker was the legendary Toastmaster Asad. Such an amazing speaker he is. I mean, previously, what was that? And now, a great transformation. So I'm really impressed. So I need you to come regularly in table topics, especially. Don't miss table topics. Then come to the prepared speeches. That I would recommend you. Okay? So your stance was good, your eye contact, a little bit of hand gestures again for you as well. So I got this opportunity to evaluate the table topic speaker as well, because they also need evaluation. So this is what I did that. So this is all from my side as the general evaluator. Today's meeting went very well, exemplary, very impressed. And now from this time onward, I will hand over the charge back to the table topic Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much. And now I'll request the presiding officer
of
the meeting for rewards and recognitions and the vote counter.
Yes.
He will announce who are the
Now I would thank you, Toastmaster Noor, for the wonderful evaluations, and you spirited up the stammerers. So I hope they will work hard in the coming days and come to the sessions regularly and improve themselves, and will be the shining stars of the Stammer Talk speakers. Yeah. Inshallah. So moving forward now.
Vote counter.
Yes. Now I would like to invite the vote counter. Yes. To come here and announce the report. Yeah, here you go.
All the speakers were good, especially Sir. But the best speaker award goes to Sir Shahid. Sir Shahid
Masood Saeed. Okay.
Best speaker award goes to Sir Shahid Masood.
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
There was a tie between table topics speakers. First one is goes to Asad.
Well done.
Yes. Second one goes to TM Noor Saab. TM Noor Saab. One Mr. Abu Bakr. Best evaluator was Sir Atif.
हाँ, कुछ अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहें, आप आए हैं यहाँ पे फर्स्ट टाइम, कैसा आपने फील किया?
मैं वैसे तो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी से हूँ, तो इस सेशन में मैं आज आया हूँ पहली बार। वो इसलिए कि क्योंकि जो हमारी फील्ड है, इसमें हमें ये हमारी कम्युनिकेशन पे हमें काम करने की ज़रूरत होती है। वो इसलिए क्योंकि हमें अपने क्लाइंट्स के साथ डील करना पड़ता है। तो मैं भी आज भी आया हूँ, तो मैं अब इंशाल्लाह जो अगले मेरे सेशंस हैं उसमें भी आऊँगा और इंशाल्लाह अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करूँगा।
Thank you. Ahmed. So guys, this is going to be the end of the meeting, and before adjourning the meeting, I would like to add a few words. Today's meeting was magnificent. Like, we have seen the seasoned Toastmaster speakers like DTM Masood, and we have seen TM Toastmaster Nadeem and Toastmasters Mustafa. Then we have a table topic session that was great, and then in the evaluation session we have evaluations from Toastmaster Noor, DTM Atif Irfan, and from DTM Masood. So the session was amazing. We have guests that have came to the stage and they have spoken for the first time. People have come out of their fear, they have expanded their comfort zone, and they have proved that they can do anything. So guys, in the last, I would like to add that please join STEM Talk speakers, because this is the only way you can improve yourself, you can improve your public speaking skills, your interpersonal skill. Here you will learn how to improvise. That if you have come to a specific situation, so how you should respond. This is a way to practice that, and here you will learn how to deliver speeches. And the best thing here, you will come here and you have the chance to meet new people, to meet like-minded people, and in the last, I would say this is a place for you to become fearless and confident. So guys, thank you very much for coming here today. And before we adjourn, I would like to say that today we have taken a big step to come here, come on the stage, and we talk, we share our feelings, and we did speeches. So we have done a good thing. So say well done to yourself. Well done. Yeah. Give a tap to yourself, and you have done a great job. And yes, and the next meeting will be on the 2nd of February, same place here, from 6 to 8 p.m. So give a huge round of applause for yourself, please. Yeah, the real strong one, because all day we are not able to feel that. Yeah, please. I didn't feel that. Give a strong one, guys. Come on. Come on. The way it is, yeah. Yes. Guys, thank you so much. And now the meeting come to an
बाकी वाला मैं उधर से काट के लगा लूँगा, आप अपना स्टार्ट करो, ठीक है जी फैज़ान।
स्टार्ट करो, ऐसे मैंने स्टार्ट नहीं हो पाया।
अच्छा जी फैज़ान, आज टोस्ट मास्टर पे आपने स्टेमर टॉक की मीटिंग जो अटेंड की, उसमें पार्टिसिपेट किया, आपके क्या रिव्यूज़ हैं उसके बारे में, आपको कैसा लगा?
जी सबसे पहले तो मैंने आज स्टैमर टॉक का सेशन अटेंड किया, जहां मैंने सीखा कि हम स्टैमरिंग को इम्प्रूव कैसे कर सकते हैं। चाहे 100% ठीक नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन हम उन टेक्निक्स को अप्लाई करके हम अपनी स्पीच को बेहतर कर सकते हैं, और जो कि आज मैंने सीखना स्टार्ट कर दिया उन टेक्निक्स को, और मैं उन टेक्निक्स को फॉलो करते हुए इस वक्त भी फील कर रहा हूँ कि मेरी स्टैमरिंग बेहतर हो रही है। और इसके अलावा मैंने जो उससे नेक्स्ट टोस्ट मास्टर का सेशन अटेंड किया, उसमें मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करने को मिला। बीइंग ए स्टैमरर मेरे लिए ये बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट था कि मैं स्टेज पे जाके किसी लोगों के को फेस कर सकूं या अपने थाट्स को एक्सप्रेस कर सकूं। इस स्टैमरिंग की वजह से मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस भी लो हो चुका था, लेकिन मुझे टोस्ट मास्टर ने एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया जहां मैं लाइक माइंडेड लोगों के सामने अपने व्यूज़ शेयर कर सकता हूँ, जहाँ मैं उनसे बात कर सकता हूँ, जहाँ लोग मुझे जज नहीं करते। और मुझे लगता है कि ये मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है और नेक्स्ट टाइम भी मैं सेशन को लाजमी ज्वाइन करूँगा टोस्ट मास्टर को, और इंशाल्लाह वेरी सून आई विल ज्वाइन इट्स मेंबरशिप। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
अगर आप देना तो करा देंगे, नहीं तो